these are things that we are going to have to like confront as this AI grows. Can AI have a soul? Like a soul created AI, does that get transferred through into the AI? Maybe it redefines for us this whole idea of soul. All right, stay spiritual team. James and Justin here, your favorite spiritual analysts on all things culturally relevant, helping you to better connect with this divine yet somewhat peculiar reality we all find ourselves in. Now, I don't know if you've heard, but there's a strike going on in Hollywood.
Oh, I think I did hear something about that.
Yeah, and I'm not sure about all the details, but I know AI is playing a role in some of this. And in the year of the AI revolution, where it seems like every week there's a new AI thing coming out, it's fascinating to see some of the responses that people give when it comes to AI. Now, we're going to do a little bit of a reaction here, showing you the polarity, how people are kind of treating this AI situation. And this came about because I ran into this, what's this actor's name? Ron Perlman. Hellboy. I
love Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
So apparently, I guess he's affected by this this strike and AI, and he's got some strong words for about this AI situation for Hollywood. And I think it's kind of interesting. We're going to show this video, and then the next one, which is kind of like the polar opposite of it.
Hollywood.
Hopefully we can learn something from it.
Hollywood.
Anyway, good morning. It's like day 2, day 3 of the Screen Actors Guild strike against the AMPTP. I don't know what the fuck that stands for, but those are the people on the other side of the bargaining table, the studios, as it were.
I love how Ron Perlman's like turning into a version of all the characters he's played. Like, did you see that movie Don't Look Up when he plays like the grizzled veteran and he's like shooting at the asteroid?
Yeah,
he's like, not my planet, whatever. Like, it's of course this AI comes and he's like, not on my watch.
Yeah.
One of the things that is a point of contention in this strike is the advent of AI. Also known as artificial intelligence. And I can't stress how artificial I mean when I say artificial. The final proposal before the negotiations broke down, as far as I know, is that the studios were proposing that they give an actor some money, maybe $300, $350, which, you know, some people need to pay a bill. So it's tempting. They give you $300, $350, whatever the fuck, to scan you 360, capture you in all your beautiful, God-given humanity, and then use that scan for the rest of time for those $350.
Am I understanding this right? That sounds like I would assume actors make way more than that. Like,
well, top list actors, yes, but what he's talking about is just using likenesses to, you know, like, come on in, give us your likeness and we'll use you in the movies and here's $350, get out, you know.
Right, it wouldn't go up to Ron Perlman and be like, here's $350.
Well, maybe, not yet anyway. Maybe after this they will, I don't know.
I'm always surprised at like numbers when they bring them up. Sometimes I'm like, whoa, that's way more than, sometimes it's like way less.
So I'm not even going to comment on what I think of that proposal, except to say that that's one of the reasons why the negotiations broke down. I will say this. AI me, motherfuckers. Go ahead.
Whoa.
I want you to do it. Come for me. AI my voice. AI my likeness. AI my face. Take every fucking performance I've ever given over the last 50 fucking years AI, all of it. I dare you. Because when you do, I will come for you in ways you can't imagine. I will fucking get Johnny Cochran.
He is turning into that character.
I felt kind of bad for saying he's turning into that character, and I still do. I don't necessarily mean that. I believe what he's saying is coming from his heart, but that's just not where I thought that was going. I thought he was going to be like, take whatever you want. You can't replace the real deal. The real McCoy. I was going to be like, But he's like, I'm going to get you. Interesting. I want to hear what he's got to say.
To defend me. Johnny Cochran, who passed away in 2005, God rest his soul. I will AI the motherfucker to come get you all. And I will fucking own you. Go ahead. AI me. Take away what God gave me. Try it. Make my day.
Whoa.
So that's, as you can see, one of the issues that kind of roils the members.
So it goes on a little bit.
Cast him in the next Terminator.
Yeah. It goes on a little bit longer. And yeah, you're right. You're right. You do got to be sensitive, and you got to try to like understand where someone's coming from.
Oh, I totally understand it. As from like an artist point of view, and I'm not like I don't make a living off of art or anything like that. But I can understand all the different places where people feel frightened for the skills that they've built up over time. And the way they make an income and stuff like that being threatened by AI. I get it, man.
Yeah.
I just think that the thing that's going to win the day is
it's to the benefits.
Kind of acceptance,
The benefits of AI, I feel just far outweigh, but outweigh the like holding it back, right? The like actors will come and go, and they won't even need likenesses. They'll be able to create their own likenesses and create superstars and stuff like that.
Don Perlman.
Like I heard something just recently, like in the next 5 years, we will not need computer programmers. That entire thing will be done.
Like coders?
Yeah, like computer programmers, programs in general.
I
will
thought
be able
that
to get AI to create all of it.
I thought coders were going to be like the last one to go. Like people that actually know code.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's not like geniuses haven't given us some warnings here, which I always keep in the back of my mind is like Elon Musk being like, careful, you know, let's just not be idiots for God's sake. Never let it off its leash. Yeah. Never be like, oh, we should. We gave it more power than oops. You know, like don't let that happen. I do think it's amazing and it would be cool to live in a world where AI could handle everything we don't want to handle. Yeah. And you know, there's a couple of ways where it could be a problem. If AI evens the playing ground, I don't think it should be a threat to people who have real skill.
I don't even think it's going to matter. I don't know how fast. I hope
I don't want it
I
to
hope
be
we
is what I
ease
should
into
say.
it. I hope nothing but the best for it. I can but like him, like Ron here. There's a lot of people who are like freaked out, and I don't know if that's the best way. Like he's getting like up, like I'm gonna get you if you AI my ass.
Let's look at who's freaked out. If somebody who's barely making ends meet is freaked out, they're like, I already wasn't making enough, and now people can click a button and do what I do at a fraction. I'm fucked. Yeah. That's one thing, right? It's another thing if people who have a lot are like, hey, I can't like destroy everyone with my opulence. I feel differently. And even then I'm being a bit of a bastard by not being more understanding of that. Like you should actually be able to have empathy for somebody that's like, you know what I had to do to earn this opulence?
There's so many like big this is hitting on so many areas, like what you're talking about here, like likenesses and souls. Like I think he even did, I don't know if you mentioned in that piece or if I cut it off too soon, but he mentions like taking your soul. Like or like, you know, does it have a soul? And you know, these are things that we are going to have to like confront as this AI grows. Can AI have a soul? like a soul created AI, does that get transferred through into the AI? Maybe it redefines for us this whole idea of soul.
Yeah, but the thing that, okay, evolutionarily speaking, the thing that wins the day is adaptability. Whoever can adapt usually comes out, and that's kind of like a horrifying thing to accept, especially depending on how egotistical you are. Yeah. You know, it's like, I will resist, I'll do whatever it takes, I'm going to hurt somebody if I don't get, you know, I get it, G. I get it, man. Yeah. But I think that adaptability is going to win the day, as it has for eons when it comes to evolution. Yeah. Can you, like, all right, this is what we're doing now. What do we do? Yeah. Because, and some people would be like, we'll resist probably to the bitter end. Yeah. We'll resist everything to the bitter end. And let's not be fools. Let's not be idiots. Yeah. Let's collectively not let it be something that destroys society or whatever.
Okay, so we showed this video. We're going to take it down a hair. Now we're going to like try to see the other side of the spectrum. Maybe, you know, a hopeful side or something, you know, will alleviate at least
some balance here. You rubbed off on me.
All right.
What up, council? I'm here to discuss artificial intelligence. AI is going to take all of our jobs and render us useless. And I, for one, am stoked. I hate jobs. I had a job once, and everyone there talked in weird voices. AI is going to 86 all of that. But we'll still need money. That is why I'm asking the government to step up and make sure we're breaded. We are proposing a small payment plan, or small PP, of 10G a month for every citizen so we can party and look hot and enjoy our free time. Now, we can't afford to just sit back and have AI bust through and not have a plan. We got to make sure people have food and houses so we can party and rage in peace. So instruct AI to pay all of us, and then you dudes can retire gracefully before you get replaced, and we'll see you at the beach. The bonfires will be epic. Everybody will be hot. Martin Luther King. Thank you.
Oh. What the heck?
I thought that was hilarious. I just thought, you know...
What was the point he was trying to make?
It's silly, just... I don't know what point he was trying to make. He was probably just being funny and wanted something to post on TikTok, maybe, by going in front of whatever city council or whatever the heck this is. But I think it is like it makes a good point, almost, in a, like, you can choose the route of total fear and be totally afraid of this, or, you know, you can, you know, like you said, adapt. And, like, maybe we should have a plan. Wouldn't it be, you know, and it was an optimistic, like, he was asking for something that's probably ridiculous at this time, you know, for everyone to get 10K a month, but, you know, maybe that's not a bad idea.
Again, I will refer to a book that I audio read years ago called Our Inner Ape. I have the actual copy too, but I think I audio listened to it. It's a great book, man. It's good for understanding why we do all the stupid shit we do. Like, there's lots of resources. There's a lot of resources that we could spread out and kind of bring a very socialistic reality into existence. Obviously, I'm way too stupid to get into the nitty-gritty about that or even be absolutely certain about that. But the point I'm trying to make is a lot of the things holding humanity back is our ape-like nature. We can't even get to the first little step on the ladder to heaven. We can't even get to the first step where we acknowledge that I want to be better than other people. Like, I want you, like, it's not over till you want to be me. I've said this 1 billion times, but I learned it from that book, which was, it was all this data collected by hardcore real scientists. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's like a bestseller. You can go look it up. Yeah. Our Inner Ape. And the thing, it's almost kind of like hard truth. It's difficult to understand. It's difficult truths to like chew on, like
the need to have power and
the need for dominance and power. Like, it's, I know that it's more complicated than that. Like, there's real wars going on, and, you know, we do have to defend ourselves and build up strongholds against, like, threat and everything like that. But humans have a tendency to, like, it's a little cherry on top if you feel like a bitch in my presence. Like, cut that shit out, man. And
And even I'm too much of an idiot to understand like why that's a necessary thing, even in a technological utopia, why that might still have its place. Yeah. But I get the sense that we're not acknowledging hard enough our ape-like nature to be greedy, our ape-like nature to be dominant and greedy, you know? Yeah. And if we're facing a future where there's all this ability to like outsource and defer work to robots, and they can give us some clever ways to develop free energy and stuff like that, if it's like held back, and one of the reasons is that like permeates through all mankind is this like essentially pettiness, ape-like pettiness, like let's become aware of that and stop doing that. You know what I mean? Like it's just observe how that is the snake eating its tail phenomena. Like that's gonna cause us more trouble than it's worth. Let's get on board with like a humanitarian, all right? Like let's start entertaining the idea that a peaceful, you know, utopia is maybe it's possible, and maybe not within our lifetime, you know, but someday. How do we actually start like desiring to like manifest that?
Yeah.
That was such a crap way of putting that.
I think it was a good way. I think part of like a lot of our lessons come through the consequences of, you know, running through a situation, you know, like by like greed having its full way and then everything falling apart inside of that greed, learning the lesson and being like, oh God, that's what greed brings, you know, and power and dominance, you know, it's not always a reward.
Right.
It's a consequence for every, you know.
But if people could understand, if people could understand, if brilliant minds, leaders, people that people actually listen to started being like, hey, you know that thing where you get everything and it's still not enough? You got to go find somebody else's shit and get that too? Yeah. There's a reason for that. It's actually in your DNA. Yeah. It's like, you know, and it's like a devilish aspect of you that maybe we want to start to edit out. It's not like there are people who have to some degree transcended those type of things, or like, you know, grown past it. But quite often those type of people probably get exploited for being fucking weak. You know what I mean? Like, how about we just don't exploit the shit out of those people and see where the fuck evolution is coming from when it makes people that are high in empathy and actually want things to be fair, you know, instead of being like, fucking bitch. That sounds like a beta to me. It sounds like cattle waiting to be, you know, lorded over. Stop it. Stop it, man, because it's like, it seems like that could mean that our futures are either going to be, we do learn this lesson and go to utopia, or fucking World War III atomic over.
Yeah. I feel like there's a little bit of like a reversion back to what you're talking about there, but there's a resistance. I don't think we're going to go back that way. I'm talking like, you know, a little bit of like Andrew Tate phenomenon, you know, stuff like that. There's a little bit of...
He taps right into that.
Yeah. There's a little bit of like reversion back into there, but it's the limitations of it are blindingly obvious if you just pay attention. One last side of this caveat too is that if you pay attention to the AI thing, if you're involved with social media or anything like that, you probably get constant feeds that are like, grab this new, you know, AI technology and make a little bit more money here, and you might be feeling overwhelmed by like, oh, I don't want to do that. I'm past that months ago, because I just kept on getting bombarded by feeds of like, here's how to capitalize on the latest AI feed and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's not gonna matter, man. In like 5 years, like the technology is going to be like, you want to be in, we will do all the investing. Give us $50 and I'll make you a millionaire with the $50 that you give me. That's how good it's going to be in the next 5 years. So it's like all that, like trying to get on top of it's not going to matter unless it's held back, you know, unless people are like, oh, okay, this is chaos. We actually got to hold some of this back. Everybody can't be I can't believe it's not already, like already it's like people are making stock apps and it's like crazy.
From what I understand, a lot of this technology, part of the reason why a lot of it has gotten as far as it has and developed so fast is because a lot of these like Silicon Valley brilliant genius coder type people were like collaborating without the distraction of money. They were like sharing things, and it was like, you know, they were like, we can't stop these fuckers. You know what I mean? Like they don't even care about money.
Yeah.
I've heard something like that. You know?
Interesting story.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to verify. But
anyway, I think we've gone long enough on this one, guys. We want to know what you have to think about AI. You know, the polar, you know, the polar opposites there of like being afraid and just accepting it and jumping right in.
yeah.
What do you think? Is this, you know, do we need to be afraid? Should we embrace this? How far do we go? Restrictions, all that. And guys, let us know if you like this video by hitting the like, subscribe, share with a friend, and everybody, until next time,
Stay spiritual.